And tonight, in a special added feature, which I like to call Can You Hear My Son Having an Xbox Party with His Friends, you'll be able to listen out for the signs of my son having an Xbox party with his friends. And we discovered tonight that ADHD individuals may have difficulty modulating the volume of their voice if they're excited or engaged with an activity. Hence, we were sitting downstairs watching a police procedural, trying to chill out before the service, and could hear "Die, bitches! Oh, I just killed Thomas!" coming from upstairs in the house, completely separate part of the house, just clear as a bell. That sound travelled. So yeah, you may pick that up, but the microphone's supposed to weed out the extra noises, but we'll find out, I guess. Hail unto you, TF2 Real Gamer 2022. Hail, you are here in my domain once again. The e-chapel is open. Let's flirt with the disclaimer. So here it is, the disclaimer, and we're going to flirt with it. Have you done your hair? You're looking particularly disclaimery tonight. You've gone for real disclaimer vibe, you sexy minx. You can hear meowing. You can hear meowing, no kids. My son meows occasionally. It's the whole thing. Because there's no meowing. There's no meowing going on here. Ain't no meowing, but they're these chickens or whatever people say. So yeah, my microphone's a little bit hot. I'm going to just dial it back just a little bit. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so there we go. I've flirted with the disclaimer. You all saw it. You all saw me flirt with the disclaimer. That's all we need to do under state law is flirt with the... Oh, what am I doing? I'm clicking the wrong thing. There we go. That's that one. And here is the service order for tonight. Deep Thoughts, obviously, coming up. We've got a special Deep Thoughts. Kandar as a part of that. Eris is taking a week off. Season change leave. Oh, yes. It's coming. It's coming. Reflective Tarot, that's happening. And because it's Friday, the Weekly Sacrament. Usually in a season change show, service show. There's the whole thing in the disclaimer about this being spiritual entertainment. Yeah, so it's a show, it's a service show. Yeah, so that's what's coming up in this week's service. And yes, here it is, the topic of this week's service. Discord is a coming in, which if you've seen The Wicker Man, you might get that. And if you haven't seen The Wicker Man, you'll be thinking, why has he written that? That's weird. It's Middle English, guys. Middle English. It's not English. It's medieval English. I just got to realise that for this service, part of the service, I'm going to need my box of holy dice. Holy dice, Batman. We need dice, randomisers. Just one dice, actually. But, you know, there we are. So we've got a dice, which we will be needing shortly. Because today is the last day of chaos. You use Discord. Yeah, Discordians do have an issue in the modern world, in that Discord is not just, the apple of Discord. Imagine that Discord had a feature called the apple of Discord. Then we'd know they knew what they were doing, but it doesn't. So there we are. But yeah, so we're going to have a whole season dedicated to Discord, and it's coming tomorrow. Today is the last day of chaos. Tomorrow is the first day of the rest of your Discord 2025. So why is the presentation just isn't doing the cursor keys? Let's just check. Oh, there we go. Cool. So chaos, that's what's behind us. Well, will be behind us as of midnight tonight, wherever you are. Imagine if Discord went IPO. What's an IPO? I've heard that before, but I don't know what it means. Sounds legal. I try to avoid legal things wherever possible. I said we were going to have a 23 this week, but as we're changing seasons, I'm not going to bother. Because we're changing seasons. There's a whole, So tonight, wherever you are, until midnight, it's still chaos. You could trade their stocks. Oh, floating, going public. What's that? I think that the P and the O stand for public offer. I don't know what I stands for, so there we go. Going public. Floating on the stock market. Yeah, that's the one. Well, I'm sure lots of people would like the stonks, so that's all I can say about that. So until midnight, wherever you are, it's chaos, and then from midnight it's Discord. So that is what's happening for the next. So there we go. That was chaos going out, and in comes Discord. There we go. We've got a lovely illustration there. That was a rather random illustration. This is a picture of the of what is the original nominated in the Discordian movie. Yeah, I saw it in a movie as well. Don't know if it was the same movie. Do you know what movie it was you saw it in? Okay. Well, tell me in the chat if you did know what it was called. But yeah, this is a famous painting of what Discord is referred to as the original snub, which of course is when Eris, not being invited to a party that she didn't care about going to, but the invitation would have been nice, decided to get her back on the other gods who just decided she was too much trouble to invite to a party. She tossed a golden apple with the word Callisti inscribed into it. Callisti, of course, being ancient Greek for the fairest one. And said, that's what it's for. It's a present for the fairest one. Thanks. Didn't actually say who the fairest one was. Left. So they all had to decide who the fairest one was. And in the end, for some reason, they decided to get the jock Paris to make the final call. So, of course, he finally called Aphrodite when Aphrodite promised him to get him any lover that he wanted. And he chose Helen of Troy, who was inconveniently in Troy, and already the GameStop movie where that one did over than 50 million. Dumb Money. That's what it's called. And do you know Dumb Money was Eris one week in Faces of Eris? It's in the archive. Dig it out. That started the whole incident described in the Greek classic, the Iliad, Siege of Troy, Trojan Horse, all that stuff. Stupid money. Yeah, stupid money. We in the UK, dumb money, whatever. I like the stonks, to the moon, baby. Yeah, all of that stuff. Yeah, very, very good movie. Very, very Discordian movie. Lots of Discordian material in that movie. So there we are. And so this is a picture of that where they're all standing around like, oh, who should get the golden apple? And in this piece of art, I'm presuming that Aphrodite is the one going, who, me, at the table. So there you don't have autocorrect. None of us have autocorrect. All of our corrects are manual. So there we go. And there's a guy at the back going, don't fall for it, it's a trap. So there we are. That's what it was like. I don't know if that's an eyewitness account, but golden pan. I want a golden pan. Yes. What? Okay. So there we go. Do you mean apple? Golden apple. You want a golden apple? I think we all want a golden apple. Discordians just generally want a golden apple. They're not really commonly available. I mean, even fake golden apples. You can't even just buy a souvenir. The nearest you can get is there are Christmas decorations that are a bit like golden apples. But they don't have Callistis, right? They're not official. They're just, what you do. TF2 item worth millions. Oh, right, so there's a golden... It's not an apple, though, is it? It's not a golden apple in TF2. And it doesn't have Callisti inscribed in it. I hesitate to believe that. I don't. It's not a golden apple. Tell me it's not a golden apple. If there's a golden apple with Callisti in it in TF2, it means that someone somewhere or a large enough amount of people on TF2 are Discordians to think it was worth including in the game. So just don't know, thought. So yeah, so that's what the original stub looked like. this is where the origin of Discord comes from, not the program, just the notion, the Eris, blah blah blah. So there you go. And just so that we can go through it again, because I need to go through it every time because we don't have enough people in. Here we are. Chaos, which we've just had, was January 1st to March 14th. So we've just had Chaos. And it's a pan that is golden. Okay. Discord begins tomorrow, March 15th. Incidentally, yesterday, March 13th, is the 240 something anniversary of when they discovered Uranus. So you may be however old you are, but Uranus is a lot older, just so that you know. So that goes on till late May. So my son was born in Discord, somewhere in there. Uranus, yeah, definitely. So there we go. And then following that, at the beginning of May, we have Confusion, which lasts all the way till the beginning of August. Then we'll have Bureaucracy, which goes from August till October. And we'll end up with Aftermath. So I've been doing these services since fairly early Bureaucracy, but not early enough for us to be doing all of what we're doing tonight with it. And therefore the first full season of services we've had were in Aftermath. This is the conclusion of the second full season of services, so this will be the commencement of the third full season of services. Now, the February 29th, could we do the daily Wordle at the end? Wordle's the one where you guess I'm just remembering. It's the one where you guess a word. It's got 5 letters. I don't do Wordle anymore, but since it stopped being... Since it was bought by the New York Post, I was like, nah, they sold out, man. Used to just be a pure word game. But now it's tainted. Tainted with the tainted teat of monification. I did for a while play Caudle, where you do 4 Wordles at once, for a bit. There is also, I think, Octurdle available. But now my daily puzzling comes from... what about the Norwegian one? Do you mean the Norwegian one? I wouldn't be able to do Norwegian Wordle, would I? Because I don't know Norwegian. You, I imagine, being Norwegian, probably could do Norwegian Wordle. But, I mean, I'm not entirely opposed to the idea of having some sort of small puzzle that we all do together or like, as a feature. I will confer with the goddess, and if she decides that she'd take another break, we might insert it into the service before the tarot. So it's pretty much the same. Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, February 29th, when it occurs, is St. Tibb's Day. Don't know what we do about that. I'll wait for a leap year. There's one coming up at some point, I'm sure. So here we go. The main role for Aftermath. Oh, for Aftermath 24? Oh, I was so embarrassed, guys. Right, let's do this. The main role for... That must have been up when I did Chaos as well. So bad. So bad. Terrible. Like, you know, it's almost as if I just ripped the slides on and put them in. Anyway, right. So for Discord 25, so as you may be aware, what we do is we have 6 faces on the old D6. Where is 765.51? What do you mean, where is it? It's where it always is, in between 765.50 and 765.52. It's one of the few things in the universe that can't be misplaced. Anyway, so here we have the dice rolls that we get, and this determines upon which day of the coming season we will have our Saints' Day. Now, as it says here, that I have put on the top of the slide 1 equals 0 and 5, which adds up to 5. 0 plus 5 equals 5. So they all add up to 5. But we have made a house rule that a roll of 1 would actually indicate the 55th day of the season, not the 5th, because the 5th day of the season is like next Wednesday. It's not enough time to prepare for a Saints' Day. The 2, 1 and 4, 1 plus 4 equals 5. That's barely enough time to prepare for a Saints Day. So, we allow that because, 2 weeks today. It's quite exciting. It does mean you get the Saints Day over early, and then you come back. So it's fine. So there we go. So that's what we're doing. Okay, why can't this just be a normal dice roll? This is confusing. It is. You just roll the dice, and then each value corresponds to one of these values. The only one that's slightly different, as I said, is 1, because if we had the Saints Day on the 5th day of the season, it would give us virtually no time to prepare for it. Okay, so it is a normal dice roll. So we are rolling, and I'm rolling now. And we have rolled day 5, which indicates that the Saints Day in this season of Discord 2025 will be on the 41st day of the season. I will refer to that roll was bad. Why is the roll bad? I'm not rolling it again. Eris has spoken. You're implying that Eris can do something wrong, which she can, but she doesn't ever admit it. So here we are, the 15th. So what are we doing now? Every one of these is 5 days. So we're taking, so we need to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's late April, everyone. And it's the 41st day, so that's the 25th of April. Oh, it even has 41, 42 there. 41, sorry. The 41 apparently on the Ready Reckoner. I've screwed that up. It's got it right here. 41st day of the season on the Ready Reckoner. I'm so stupid. And that is the 24th of April, apparently. So there we go. Which is, I don't know what date that is this year, but it's the 24th of April. Anyway, shall we find out what day of the it is? Oh, it's terribly exciting, isn't it? It's not terribly exciting. Oh, now I'm going to do it on my computer over here. This one's easier to get to the calendar without screwing up a PowerPoint presentation. There we go. So we go March, April. It's a Thursday! 24th of April is our Saints Day. We don't even know which saint we're going with. We don't even know right now. It flipped like 2 times. I heard it. Cheater. I don't cheat. I just threw it. And one of the noises you probably heard was it banging against my external drive. And I didn't want it to end up on the floor. Like, we don't want to pick a dice off the floor. The value would still be valid unless it landed like on the corner or something on the floor. But I'm old and I don't want to bend down on the floor. We've got more dice rolls to do though, so that's fine. So here we go. We get 4 more rolls. Why? Because in order to fully know what we're going to do on this Saints Day, first of all, we determined it's on the 24th of April. Yeah, that's round Easter. Is that Easter week? No, it's the week after Easter, isn't it? So my son will be on holiday and everything. Amazing. 2024. It's 2025. I've done it again, haven't I? I'm a fool to myself. Right. Okay, we'll make this proper. High class this is. I'm so eminently organised. Right, hey, here we go. So, 4 more rolls. Discord 2025. Okay, here we go. Roll 1. Will there be cards? Now, what we're looking for is 5s. Yeah. So, with the first roll, every value has a value because we need to have the Saints Day at some point. But for every other roll, the other 4, we only do the thing if we roll a 5. We rolled a 6, which is good. The other one was also wrong. It was. I changed it live on. Here, look. See, if I go back, Discord 25 now. Now it says Discord 25. So no cards this time. I don't think Eris likes cards. We never do cards. 3, no gifts. I know that Eris does like gifts, so obviously it's just not time for gifts. Special food. We've had special food. Special food has been a thing that we have done on the Saints Day before, but not this time because it's 2. In fact, special food we've had twice, which is weird. So we got 5 on the 4th roll, both 2 times already. Oh, we don't do cakes either. So we do not. There's no spit. So it's one of those Saints Days. Yeah, not even rating to Saint. It's like St George's Day. Yeah, or St David's Day. in Wales. Nothing particularly exciting happens. However, as I said, now I'm afraid I'm going to have to open a second browser window for this and do a little bit of messing about because I can't remember where. Oh, there we go. Is it log me in elsewhere? Oh, that's so good. Here we are. It's the picker wheel. It's the picker wheel further there. Now, it does have some old Saints on here because I haven't been too lazy to get rid of them. My stream seems to be lagging. It's not you because I'm looking at my what's it called? OBS, and it says I haven't dropped a single frame. So it's you. It's all yours. Cool background though. Okay, cool. Thank you. Right. Okay. So I suppose get rid of the advert that's on this pestilent picker wheel. We're going to spin the picker wheel and hope that we don't get Saint Flop the Meme Lord, because we've had him already, or Saint Bolim the Enjoyer, or her. In fact, these are completely... if we do, we will have to spin again, but we'll see what we get. All right, here we go. We're going to find out which Discordian Saint we are going to be celebrating on the 24th of April. Here we go, guys. The 24th of April is the day of... Oh, interesting. It's a second enjoyer. Not quite as enjoyable. Not quite as enjoyable as the... Oh, no. My throat was getting a bit dry. I realised I've left my cup of water in the hall. I'll get it in a minute. Yeah, so we've had the last time we had St. Bolim the Enjoyer. Now, St. Bolim was a great enjoyer because St. Bolim endorsed us all to eat chocolate, like moulded chocolate. There's a whole service where, the chocolate. It was so good. So good. But I'm taking it that St. Gafrik is a patron saint of doing absolutely nothing because we've been told to do absolutely nothing, and we're going to enjoy doing absolutely nothing. I had better, I realise, take a note of that because I'm going to forget, and we've got to prepare for it. We've got, this is quite interesting actually. It's the latest Saints Day we've had in a season since we started doing this, and this saint is like, don't worry about it. You don't really have to do any prep, but we might have to do some prep, which I'll come to in a moment. No, I don't want that program. I shouldn't even have it on the front of my phone screen. Right, that'll do. We'll use that note there because I don't need it for what it was originally used for. Right, Saint Gafrik the Enjoyer. And I will, while I'm in here, presume I will be that stupid and not remember that it's the 24th of April. That the day is the day of... Yeah, that'll do. So, Discord 25. There we go. I have now noted it. I cannot forget it. It is on my phone. So that's it. You don't get any of this. Right. So we're having season, right? This is the season of Discord. It lasts from now until late May. Okay? And so we need a Saints Day. And the way that Discordian Saints work is that they are one-use saints. Yeah? Saint Gafrik will have his day or her day. They're non-binary names. Could be a man or a woman. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. So Saint Gafrik will have their day on the 24th of April, and then we'll just forget all about them. I mean, I haven't forgotten the old ones really because they're still on the wheel and they shouldn't be, and blah blah blah. But yeah, we have a Saints Day because Discordianism doesn't really have any saints and no way of canonizing saints. They do have... Saints are mentioned in the Principia, which is like... It was just a bunch of smoking buddies that the original prophets had. There was no real... There's no law. There's no law about those saints. So rather than disrespect those smoking buddies, who I'm sure were great people, we... auto-generate using randomness a saint, yeah, and we that's the lid back on the dice box, and we auto-generate a single-use saint They're sort of like a small pat of butter you get at a hotel to spread on your toast. Single use saint, right? So we auto generate using randomness that import random, exactly, and we use the randomizers to determine what the name of the saint is, and that we cannot show any kind of bias, whether it's a female saint or a male saint. So we can't call them like Bob and Winifred and things like that you might call a gendered saint. So we just make some stuff up. I mean, this could be an aardvark. Saint Gafrik could be an aardvark. Yeah. So that's fine. And then we roll some dice to determine what should be done to celebrate that saint's day. Well, we didn't roll a single 5 during the 5 holy rolls. Holy roller! Holy rolls, we have to get a day, so we got a day, but the other 4 rolls came up duck egg. Not one single Saints' Day activity was endorsed by Chaos. And so there we are. That's fine. And yeah, forget that. I'm not going to. No, I have to correct them. Now I've seen it, I have to correct the slides that are wrong. Come on, no, blooming PowerPointy thing. There you go. Because when I look back at these service decks, I want to know that they were at least accurate when I left. Right, there you go. Good. Right, okay. So, yeah, here are, just to finish, could it also be the heavy? No, the heavy's not a saint, a Discordian saint. That shows bias towards a particular individual phenomenon that is in the world. And these saints all they are is vibes. Pure vibes. Is the heavy an enjoyer? In which case, the day of the enjoyer is we've got a whole thing of types of Discordian saint. Maybe I'll run through them again at some point before this particular Saints Day. Got to be the heavy. Got to be an enjoyer, not a vibe rider, not a meme lord. Surely the heavy's a meme lord because he's a lord of memes. He loves his gun. He enjoys his gun. Okay, well, aspects of Discordianism are present in all phenomena, I guess. So whatever, just do the heavy, run with it. Things you could do anyway, beside the fact of nothing. To mark the occasion. Memes. If it was a meme lord, this one would be particularly appropriate, of course. But if you want to anyway, if you want to make a meme. Some people think they can outsmart me. Memes. Ship posting. Yeah, that's the thing. Which is obviously more memes. Eating snacks is good on a holy day. So that's it. Some kind of pointless game. Or indeed, of course, the 5th option, because there have to be 5 options. Enslave a plant. So you have your Christmas tree. In fact, Christmas is rife. You've got your Christmas tree, your Halloween pumpkin, your Arbor Day tree, which is just any tree because it's Arbor Day. That's the thing. In America, that's all I know about Arbor Day. What else do we have over here? Do we have any holidays that have Easter? Does Easter has like spring flowers and stuff like that? Yeah, any kind of budding plant has been enslaved in the cause of Easter. So, that's a thing we could do if we were particularly bothered to do it. Yeah. Maybe I've yet to meet one that can outsmart a bullet. Okay, RoboCop reference. So yeah, I'm gravitating towards, of course, I'm always gravitating towards snacks. If there's one thing you can say about me, it's that I gravitate towards snacks. Now, the one thing that I am thinking that oh no, it's April. It's 24th of April. It's not May. It's April. That's great. That's utterly wonderful. Brilliant. Yes. RoboCop, how do you? I'm sorry, but RoboCop predates Star Fortress 2, and the line, "You bet you think you're pretty smart, think you can outsmart a bullet," is from RoboCop. It was written in the script of RoboCop. Jeez. You can't deny it. It's a matter of fact that when someone says outsmart a bullet, that is a reference to RoboCop. Sorry, just is. There's no debate. It was the heavy, and then it was the heavy. Once it was Emil. I want to say Emil Blonsky, But I think that might be wrong. Oh, I'm going to have to do this now. I'm going to have to. It's in my head. It's in my head. In my head. Outsmart a bullet. Oh, right, okay. I've yet to meet Uber charge makes you invisible. Right, very good. Wait. This is incredible. Samples of RoboCop. Yeah, but I want to know which character said it. Oh, it's Emil, movie character. He had a surname. Emil. RoboCop. Because he goes and finds him. RoboCop goes and finds Emil's RoboCop. Yeah, tell me who it was. Emil. I said Emil. Oh, that's annoying. Oh yeah, it was in Silver Bullet's 20 Seconds to Comply. There's the character that said it. 1987. 1987. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Does it actually work? It's not actually going to work, is it? That's what you get for going to a site that isn't like YouTube or whatever. You a college boy or something? Oh, right, they've put it on Reddit. There we go, it's on Reddit. What the hell? College boy or something? But I really want to remember what Emil's right. Maybe I should not. I should be more. I should be right. Here we go. What was the surname of the character Emil in RoboCop? Emil Antonowski. There we go. Wasn't. I don't know who Emil Blonsky is. He's in something as well. Maybe I should put that into Google as well. Free association. Let's do it. Oh, Emil Blonsky is the real identity of Abomination in the Hulk. There you go. Excellent. I just sold my information. I didn't sell it. If I'd sold it, I'd have got money back for my information. I was stolen. My information was stolen. Stolen, I tell you. So there you go. So bad guys, they're sometimes called Emil. I really want that.
Come check.
I really got this. Let's go there. The wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Wait, you want me to come to you? Okay.
Alright. Oh, I'd have to turn the volume right up, and then of course the thing. Right, okay, we're going to do it. Did he say it in that clip? That's amazing. I thought he's right up to the counter when he said it. Right, let's pause it. Thank you. Right, snippets for content creators apparently. Right, okay. So what I'm going to have to do now is pause my music, put the desktop volume up, pull that back there. There we go. 1987. All done. Boom. Lovely. So there we go. That was it. There we go. I'm not. I know. I can't even hear what he's saying. I trust that he was talking loud enough for you to hear, because I don't want because I haven't got headphones on, because I don't want to do the service wearing headphones. So there we are. We're back with the background music, which isn't very loud. There we go. That's fine. Okay. So anyway, do you know what? After all that outsmart a bullet nonsense, I'm thinking that the pointless game that should be played on the day of... Oh, God, I've forgotten it already. There it is. It'll be drilled in by the time we get there, trust me. But no. St. Gafrik. On the day of St. Gafrik, you play a game that is something to do with a bullet. Something to do with the 24th of April, yeah. There's going to be a pointless game that is something to do with a bullet. Not Russian roulette, of course. That's not what I'm suggesting at all. But there's going to be a pointless game that has something to do with a bullet. Maybe a bullet point. A bullet point. Puns and all. Well, there's a lot of video games with bullets in, you know. I'm considering. I leave it to bake in the old Erisian noodle up here. We'll get there. So there we go. That was the Saints Day selection for this season, upcoming from midnight. We're on the way. We're going on the way. Oh, I got it a day out because I'm obviously tomorrow is the first day of the season, and I got it. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, and the Ready Reckoner tells you what the 42nd day of the season is. I mean, it just says right there. That's why it's a Ready Reckoner. I'm open for questions this week. I'm imagining there probably aren't many. I mean, there was one earlier, which I kind of covered, which is what the hell is going on? Still got snow down there. We never had any snow. People have been talking about weather being bad in the general vicinity. I got a colleague in London, and he's all like, "Oh yeah, we got where I am, we never got snow." I'm sure I discussed that. Not only did we not get snow, but for the past 2.5 weeks, it has been spring has really been swinging for the fences down here. All that wind, a little breeze here and there. It was a bit windy the other day for about half an hour, but nothing spectacular. Obviously, earlier in the actual wintry part, we did have a few weeks where we had like a couple of really bad storms, so that did happen. But right now, no, spring is trying so hard. Like little wow, cool. Little budding plants and little flowers, like they want it so much to be actual spring. Obviously, equinox don't happen for another week, so it is a bit of a surprising revelation. But there we go. That's how it is. So yeah, I'm amazed that I'm in the British Isles, a British pastor of the Discordian faith, doing this. Oh, I should probably go. There we go. That's probably better. Doing this whole like service malarkey in a British mode. I'm infused with Britishness, and it's the Norwegian in the chat who has brought up the topic of the weather. Do you want to offer me a cup of tea while you're there? So there we go. That was. I think that's enough Q&A. We're going to move on. It's time for the old reflective tarot now. As you know, I have, just to share in case you're watching this on catch up on YouTube and you don't know what the rules are. It stopped snowing for like 2 weeks, then came 20 centimetres of snow right after I took my bike to ride it. That's poor luck. Poor luck, that is. Oh dear. If I wanted to ride my bike, I don't really have time to ride my bike at the moment, but if I did have time to ride my bike, I would have had lovely weather for it. Just saying. But yeah, I cut the deck 5 times. I shuffled the deck. Sorry, I didn't cut the deck 5 times. Shuffled it 5 times and then cut down to the card that I was feeling the Erisian vibe from this week. So now we're going to find out what that reflective tarot card is this week. Here it is. I don't know what it is. I can't see it at this angle. You can't see it at this angle. So we're going to flip it forward towards the camera. We're all going to know what it is at the same time. Oh, not this bollocks again. We've had this before. Really? The little betrayals card. Oh, how tedious. One of the most tedious cards in the whole deck. The three swords, of course, in the Three of Swords card are representatives of people's bullshit. Swords are people's bullshit that comes for you. And this just says some of that bullshit is going to be like stones in your shoe. Or at least, if we're going to be dramatic like the card is, knives in your heart. Take thy knife from out my heart. Yeah, but to be honest, I think that's a bit overkilly. Really, it is. I mean, it could be. Well, could be anywhere. It could be on a sliding scale from bits of gravel in shoe to knives in heart. Yeah, any of those things. It's just what we've got to reflect of. Those little things that you find out and you're like, really? How tedious. My life has just been made worse. And usually I would say for no good or practical or sensible reason, just people being people and how they annoy and irritate you. That is this week's vibe. It was on top of the pile. It's annoying. So there we go. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's how it goes. What a bummer. Better move on. Oh, are we here already? We are. We're here already. What an amazing surprise. Although, to be fair, we've been going a long time. So it's not a big surprise. It is time. Gather unto yourselves your consumable. You don't have to consume it like in your stomach. Some people did inhalants, you know, of their own particular devising. You know, aromatherapy oils. They would be fine. Yeah, maybe a little squirt of deodorant. You're imbibing. You're imbibing the chaos. Anyway, there is time for a quick Wordle game. Yes, there might be time for a quick Wordle game, but if we're going to do a game, I'm not going to be doing Wordle. That is not how I roll. We're also not going to be doing Sudoku. So, you know. I don't know what kind of puzzle we do, because I do solitaire a lot, but that's obviously solitaire. You know, I don't really need people in chat going, oh yeah, move that stack over there and do this and do that. That is just, it's not really a very interactive game. And I get what you're saying with Wordle, but I'm thinking maybe not Wordle. I'll cast about, find something cool. Yeah, I think you might be onto something. It's a good idea for a segment. And I think that Eris would like that. I'd have to find some Discordianization method for it. But yeah. So I shall contemplate this and come back to you. But not Wordle. I mean, I do understand that Wordle doesn't take very long to play. But I think it's just not quite hitting right. Not quite hitting right. Is that the Norwegian version of Wordle? But I take it that the words are Norwegian. That you have to guess, or are they English words for some reason? I'm going to let you type the answer to that while we, of course, say the sacred oath that goes with the weekly sacrament. I could not find a hot dog, not even with a bun. So I eat this insert name of foodstuff, inhalant, whatever it is, thing you're going to imbibe here, because devotion comes with fun. Some are English if you are lucky. No, that's not real stuff. Surely. Oh my god. Wow. No. No, there used to be a rumour about a Lovecraftian Wordle game, but I don't think it really exists. That would be the one. I'm not even sure how that would work. Oh no, actually that is... What's really interesting about it is that Lovecraftian Wordle, where you basically have, you know, like relay or Fhthagan as the word that you're guessing, or any other kind of Lovecraftian mashup of random... We can just make a Wordle game? Yeah, but we're not going to do that on the stream, are we? But yeah, essentially, you just turned it into sort of a 26 element game of Mastermind, because you don't have to guess a real word. In fact, you pretty much, if it is a real word, that's probably not what it's going to be. I would be interested to know. So I will look into that. Anyway, we've had the sacrament now. We've communed with chaos. So we have before us tasks, spiritual tasks to do. Contemplate the 3 of blinking swords. Don't spend too long on that one. It's, I don't know. It's like my least favourite tarot to reflect upon, I suppose. Reflect upon life's tiny, hurtful irritations. Seriously, is that a good thing? Maybe I'm having a problem with it. I don't know. But yeah, we got this idea for a word game or word or small puzzle thing that we might do in a segment. Introduce a new segment into the service. It's good. I like it. I want to get the right feel though, so I'm going to go away and think about that. And of course, we've got a Saints Day to prepare for, 24th April. So we've got quite a good long time, month and a half to prepare for that one, which is odd because we're not really supposed to do anything. I mean, I've got an idea about what I'm going to do, but I am also willing to listen to suggestions on that occasion. Connect 4. Yeah, but you play Connect 4 against someone. And as well as which, I want it to be something where if there's someone in the chat, they can interact. Like, tell me, oh, put it in the 3rd column. It's really, it's cumbersome to type. It's not very exciting, you know. So yeah, a Discordian puzzle experience. Yeah, we'll work it. It'll be fine. Jerkmate ranked. What? That's the face you get for that. So yeah, have you been what? Had you been? Were you watching right now? Of course, TF2 Real Gamer, The Congregation. What is a service without a congregation? Bit smoother. I ramble a bit. There was a fox in my field. Sounds like one of those things that a spy says to make contact with like a... The weather in France has become somewhat inclement. There was a fox in my field. Ah, very good, agent. Here are your microdots and a car that turns into a blender. Yeah, so I'm on runaway when I open my window. They do that, foxes, as far as I know. And leave poo everywhere. Fox poo, which dogs like to roll in. I think they're killing a dog. Well, that's unpleasant. Don't like that. Nature, eh? Lots of screaming here. I mean, you know, I'm not saying they're not killing a dog, but foxes, I've heard, when they get overexcited, they do scream a bit. Anyway, there we go. That was it. Great, you've introduced an excellent element of chaos to take everyone away. Although, to be fair, there are those of us who may not wish to entertain ideas of dog unaliving because it's not very pleasant to think about. I don't even. It's my big problem. I quite like the John Wick movies, but I don't like the first one, particularly the beginning of the first one. And it's like that's the thing. If the thing that makes you most uncomfortable in the film about the man who just like guns down hundreds of people is something that happens at the beginning, where there's a little bit of, yeah, that says to me, you know, that is the one flaw in the whole John Wick phenomenon. Is that there are people, and I am among those people, who do find the unfortunate incident, the inciting incident to all the events of John Wick, more upsetting than the rest of it. So there we go. There's a thought for you to take away. Thank you for that emote spam. Very lovely. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and the rest of your weekend. And join me again